Okay, remember when I said that was going to be it for the day? I actually have to go to the valley, and I don't usually get to take this way to get there. So I thought, hey, why don't we do this? And I will share this with you. At some point, we should reach Mulholland. This is Mulholland. I actually have never taken this way. One time I came up across this way to get to the valley, and I saw this girl pushing a bicycle, and hanging from the bicycle were several giant garbage bags of stuff, and it just, the whole thing just read to me, this is not right, something's wrong. So I stopped and asked her if she needed a lift. So she did. Took her forever to figure out how to get the bike in my car. But she got the bike in my car, and I said, where do you need to go? And I think she said Sun Valley, which is about 1,000,000 miles from here. And I said, I will take you to the Ralphs. And you can figure it out from there. She's like, okay. So we're driving down, and we get to the Ralphs, and on the way between here and there, I get this story. She apparently had a big fight with her boyfriend, who apparently was very wealthy, and she decided she was tired of his shit. So she packed all her stuff and stole his bicycle, which is why she wasn't I thought she wasn't riding it because she had bags of crap hanging off of it. She wasn't riding it because it wasn't her bike. I thought, this girl knows how to take care of herself. She's scrappy. I don't know if that makes me an accomplice in her theft. Maybe. If anyone's looking for her, I dropped her off at the Ralphs. Like 6 months ago. Maybe it was last summer. Oh yeah, it had to be last summer. Oh, the infotainment system is switched off. Well, yeah, because I don't want to pay royalties on music. No offense. But I don't want to do that. It's an unnecessary noise. So this is cold water. Have I taken you over cold water before? Maybe. Probably not. So that's for all the lefties. We're going to go here. Oh, seatbelt. It says the seatbelt is not. That makes more sense for that noise. No, that's just my computer. I promise I'm not doing anything dangerous beyond the normal activities of being alive. Sweet. A long day. I wonder if I didn't close my door properly. Well, I'm on the move. I can't fix that now. Oh, if I were you, I would jump off this video. That's really annoying. If I knew how to put the music on there, I could just put that over. And then it's a lovely little jazzy drive. Instead, it's pretending I have people that are not in here, or a door that's open, or something. Earthquake country. Have you guys watched any videos by Arvin Hadid? He evaluates real estate. I love that guy. I wonder if he's reviewed any of these houses that's perched up on the hill. Very informative, and he gives like decent dude vibes. I like him. He's my internet friend. He doesn't know it, but he is. And we're about to come out onto Ventura Boulevard. So cue up your Tom Petty music. Look for vampires. God, you guys, for once in our lives, I'm going to turn left. Oh my God. I spilled my water everywhere. Maybe that's why I was freaking out. Shit. Well, so much for being thirsty. If I wasn't dealing with it, I would show you I have a lake of water. And hopefully it didn't get all over my computer. Oh, it's the last thing I need is to have to buy a computer. Listen, kids. This Mercury retrograde has kicked my ass up one side and down the other. Oh, but the computer bag was making it feel heavy. Or the machine was telling me that my child wet its pants. Oh, well, for fuck's sake. If you don't like swearing, you shouldn't have tuned to this channel. I like to swear. Flat nabbits. Okay. That used to be a very nice little sushi restaurant. I really enjoyed it. I went there once by myself in the middle of the day and sat at the bar and ordered sushi, and the sushi chef was having such a good time, and he's chefing and da da da, and he got so excited, and they have a special on uni, and I said no, I do not like uni. And he was so disappointed and surprised and horrified. I know people think uni is great. I think uni does not feel the way it looks like it's going to feel. So there's like a texture problem right there. It looks like it's going to be spongy, and I find it mushy. And the only thing I can equate it to was the one time I did mushrooms, and I looked at the wood. We had wood floors, and I looked at the wood floors, and then they looked like water. But when I touched them, they felt like wood, and it was this real weird disconnect. I only did mushrooms the once. It was a life-altering experience. I don't keep doing it because I want to keep the specialness, but it informed me about things, and uni has a cognitive dissonance about it. So I thought, well, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be feeling? So what is the big deal about uni? Dear Google, what the hell is the deal with uni? And it says, well, uni tastes like the ocean. Uni tastes like the ocean. I don't know about you, but when I go in the ocean, I keep my mouth closed. So I'm having a hard time understanding what the big benefit is to something that doesn't feel the way it looks and tastes like something that in general I resist. And then you pay top dollar for this weird experience. Makes no sense. That was 3 pedestrians. That's like a rush hour of pedestrians. Welcome to LA. Yeah, it's because I get to go. Don't wink at me. There's a lot of really nice restaurants along this strip. One time, my friend sold a script and we went to go celebrate. We go to this hoity and toity. It was all the hoities and all the toities restaurant. And we decided to have a shrimp cocktail and steak and drinks. And so we're enjoying the shrimp cocktail. We shared one. And we get to the bottom of, it's down to the last shrimp, and she swirls the shrimp around in the cocktail sauce, and a little cube of avocado floats up. My friend is very allergic to avocado. She got this look on her face. I was like, oh no. She says, well, maybe it's fine. Maybe, because the body changes, maybe she won't have a reaction. So we get through dinner. I believe we skipped dessert. And she said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Here's the valet ticket for the car. You have to drive home. And this was her brand new Mercedes. At the time, I didn't know her very well. We get in the car and she's crumpled up in the passenger seat, so miserable. And she's saying things like, hurry up, let's get home, be careful, don't drive so fast, but hurry up, we have to get home. We did, we got to her house. She got into her house, and that was the end of that $300 dinner. She was very sick. So, yeah, don't mess with food allergies, man. And it was just a stray little piece of it just slipped into the bowl. It wasn't like something that was on the menu that we could say, please remove this. Don't put that in the thing. But I'll tell you what, we go to a restaurant now, and I literally do not order anything with avocado or blue cheese in it when I go out with her, because I don't need anything drifting over to her side of the table. Although I will indulge in a tableside guacamole. Yeah, but we don't do that very often. Maybe once every other year. And she watches me eat guacamole, which sounds weird now that I say it out loud. This is Ventura Boulevard, by the way. Did I tell you that? We are on it, and it's a very long boulevard. It will take you very, 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 very far. And we're going to be on it for a very long time. I might let you off the hook. If you're still here, if you are still here, whatever you are doing to occupy your time while I am commuting across town, I wish you all the best in your endeavors. I really do. You deserve a medal. I really enjoy doing this, though. There's just something relaxing about it. I don't know why. I know it sure as hell beats getting on the phone and catching up with people who are not living their best lives. You know, if you have something going on that somebody else would love to do, please don't complain about it. Please try to see the gift in it. I think it's too easy in our society to take things for granted. That's what I think. That's my theory anyway. You got to get in your body, in the moment, be alive, and appreciate the where and the when and the how of it all. Of food truck mecca. There's one by LACMA, and there's, just dozens of trucks. There's one over on Magnolia Boulevard in, that guy's a jerk, Magnolia in Burbank. That one's astonishing. It goes on for 100 miles, and you could just go from truck to truck to truck, trying out all sorts of different things. Over to the right, that's the Sherman Oaks Galleria. Seen a lot of movies there. I miss the ArcLight, I will say. ArcLight did not survive COVID, and it was such a nice movie experience. I really changed things, because they came in and you could buy an assigned seat, and that didn't exist before them. And I was a part of more than one group where people camped overnight to wait in line to get tickets. And they were doing a re-release of all the Star Wars movies. They'd been, tweaked a little bit, re-edited a little bit, and they were being re-released. And the gang was all waiting. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Empire Strikes Back, or maybe Return of the Jedi. And the gang of people I was part of, I didn't need to stay the night online. I don't know if they just didn't want me online, but they didn't. When I said I can stay, they said no, that's okay. And it was at the Chinese movie theater, And the day of came, and we all went. You know, I had a carload of people who were all part of the ticket posse, and we go and park the car and get in line. And there was a celebrity in our group, and the people that were with me were a little gobsmacked at the dude who had shown up. The dude who had shown up was Kihei Kwan. I know him as Jonathan. He just won an Oscar for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And we went to the same junior college, and I do not know why I was asked to be a study buddy. It was him and me and one other person, Hector, I think the guy's name was. I am not a study buddy person. I don't study buddy. It's never been my jam. And we had a couple of classes together because we all wanted to go to USC. So we wound up in a couple required courses. And I don't know why the light is green and we're not moving forward. I'm just not going to stress out about it. Somebody's being a jerk, and that's all there is to it. So when we went to school together, his name was Jonathan. He denied that he was short round, or in any number of things that. And I had this horrible roommate who would not leave him alone and kept harassing him to find out if he was, are you the dude from head of the class? Come on, buddy. I'm trying to let you in. I'm trying to make a space for you. Okay. If you can't accept the gift, I can't give it any more than I gave. Just chased him around the house. I'm trying to give you a compliment, dude. I love that show. And finally he relented because Fred would not let up. Meanwhile, Hector and I are in another room, and we're overhearing this horrible, horrible interaction. And Hector says to me, but it is him, isn't it? And I said, not if he doesn't want to be. It was weird. He would yell. You did not read the book. And all I could hear was, he's Dr. Jones to you. So here we are, waiting for the movie. And my friends are all freaked out because it's Data from Goonies. Everybody had a movie that he was in that they loved. Everybody. He was a different character name. He's short round, he's Data, he's, whoever. People really responded to him very well. And I didn't tell my friends the story that he and I went to class together. And I said, do you want to meet him? They're like, well, I don't want to bother him. I go, okay. And I looked over and I walked toward him. He gave me the biggest, most enthusiastic hug. And it was so nice to see him. I am telling you from personal experience, that joyful guy that you saw through that award season, that is who he really is. He wants to hug you. He wants to be happy. He wants you to be happy. He's a cheerful dude. And I'm so happy for him. And I think I passed my classes because of him. Yeah, because I read the books, but I clearly did not understand them. And I wanted to go directing. And he said, Laura, they've got directors falling out of their ears. And he said, and basically you're a writer. And it's like, yeah, I was always writing. But I didn't see myself professionally as a writer. It was the thing I did to entertain myself. I didn't see it as a job, as a career. I would write, really bad teenage poetry, which by the time I met Jonathan, I was not writing bad teenage poetry. I wasn't even writing for my own entertainment. I was writing for class. And no, he looked at me and decided I was a writer. And it turns out he was correct. And he laid it out for me. He was like, you're never going to get into film school. Dagger to the heart. Never going to get into film school. You are up against people who have recommendations from Steven Spielberg and Sidney Pollack, and he's rattling off people that he had sat in the interview room with. He had a recommendation from Spielberg, so he got in. Because, yeah, why wouldn't you? I haven't thought about that story in a really long time. Yeah. I like this vlogging thing. You should give it a try. Because maybe nobody is watching. And you can say whatever you want. Share your world. Okay, so we're approaching Encino, and there's a little shopping center. I'm going to go in and get a salad. You don't need to see that, but I will hang on long enough to show you the Encino Commons sign. I think I've shown it to you before, which you may recognize from the Cobra Kai show. They featured it a lot in the first season. Apparently they live in this neighborhood. Not a bad neighborhood to live in. Oh, by the way, over here is Fat Sal's. If you don't have that restaurant in your neighborhood, when you come to LA, think about going to Fat Sal's. When you go there and you get your sandwich that has everything in it, you will understand why Sal is fat. They have things like sandwiches where the mozzarella sticks are in the sandwich. Yeah. So whatever. Why put the French fries on the side? They're all going to the same place. So they stick them in the sandwich. You missed out on Thanksgiving. They have a Thanksgiving sandwich that is turkey and stuffing and cranberries and I remember one year I did get that. I got the Thanksgiving sandwich and I got a pumpkin pie milkshake to go with it. And the next morning I woke up fat. Like magic. Okay, so there it is, Encino Commons. We're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you got a lot done, whatever you had to get done. I don't know if you threw this on while you were cleaning your house or whatever, but I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a good week, and we will meet up again on Tuesday, and that's all I have to say. I'm going to turn left. Today is all about the left turn. Wow. All right, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.